Sound like you believe yourself. Speak with confidence and authority. Welcome to ManSpeak. I am so pleased you joined me. This is the straight talking coaching show for men of faith. Here's the thing. You can have the best ideas in the room, but if you don't sound like you believe yourself, nobody else will believe you either. Ever caught yourself speaking and then you realize you sound like you're apologizing? Let's fix that. So why does this matter? Confidence isn't just a feeling. It is something people hear in your voice and they see it in your body language, in the way that you show up in the room, in the way that you carry yourself. It's those small little nuances in the voice and in the body that people notice. And people might not even notice that they notice. It's just there. It's just a little something that people become aware of. If you trail off, for instance, or you mumble, or you keep saying, I think, maybe, sort of, or just, you're telling people not to take you seriously. So sounding like you believe yourself changes everything. And by sounding like you believe yourself, I don't mean putting on pretenses and airs and graces or faking it. Not at all. Sounding like you believe yourself is really going to be rooted in actually believing yourself. So sounding like you believe yourself changes everything. It changes how the person you work for or the people you work with listen, how your partner respects your words, how your friends respond when you speak, how you're being treated in social situations or in scenarios. And that's why I wanted to talk about it today, because it is so everywhere. It's your life. It's your whole life, sounding like you believe yourself. Here is why so many men struggle with this. Qualifiers. You weaken your own words with phrases like, I think, maybe we could, I just wanted to say, I'm sorry, can I wonder if maybe, right? So you qualify before you actually make your point. You weaken your own words with those little qualifier phrases. A second pitfall and reason for why so many men struggle with actually believing themselves and sounding like they believe themselves is trailing off. Your sentences fade like you're unsure of what you are saying. They just kind of peter out. You don't end strong with a sentence or a thought. And then thirdly, a soft or a shaky tone, speaking so quietly or with that rising question sound at the end of your sentences. Just listen to the difference. So if I'm speaking like this and I've got that rising question sound in my voice, right? That doesn't sound confident. That does not sound like I believe myself. Practical tips. What can you do? I'm going to give you some real everyday tools that you can start using today. These are going to help you very much. Own your words. So cut those fillers out. Instead of, I think maybe we should start, you're going to say, let's start by this, and this. I wonder if I could perhaps rather say this. Let's do this. right? Drop your tone at the end of your sentence or your thought. Don't let your sentences sound like a question. Finish strong and definite. Here's an example again. Finish strong and definite. That's like me asking a question. That doesn't sound certain. So I'm going to say it again. Finish strong and definite. Right? You hear the difference there. Then pause. Pause with confidence. People are scared to use pauses. Pause with confidence. Don't rush to fill the silence. A short pause makes you sound measured, not nervous. Okay, so don't make the pause so big that you can park a bus in it. Just a short pause. It will make you sound measured. It will make you sound like you are in control of yourself and the situation. And that's exactly what we want to sound like. That inspires confidence, especially if you have a leadership role. Volume check is the next tip. Speak so the person at the far end of the table can hear you. Don't shout. There's a difference between shouting and what we say in acting, in the acting world, especially for stage acting, we say project your voice. So you're going to let your voice go free out of your mouth and not just drop here in front of you on the table or in front of you on your feet. Project it. Literally let your energy go out to the back of the room or the other end of the table if you're in a meeting. Record and review, guys. I know it's hard to listen to oneself, but do it. Take your phone, record yourself, make a 2-minute statement. Speak off the cuff just for 2 minutes and then listen back to it. Listen objectively. Do you sound certain? And then redo it and adjust until you sound certain. Listen for those little pauses that you can make. Listen for the dropped tone at the end of sentences. Listen if you are using those filler words, the ums and the ahs. I believe, listen for those things. Also listen to your volume. And here's a tip for you that people often overlook because it doesn't have anything to do with the voice. It has to do with your body posture. Sit or stand tall. Have your shoulders back, chin parallel to the ground. Your body tells your brain you mean business if you have a proper posture, if you're sitting or standing tall and you pull your shoulders back and you have your chin parallel. That's your body now communicating to your brain that you're okay, you're going to be fine, you're in control, everything is in order. Speak early. This is my last tip for you. Don't wait until the meeting is almost over and people are saying their goodbyes to add your point. Get in early and you'll carry more weight. Right? So you don't have to interrupt people or talk over people. Just find that gap, be on high alert, find that gap, and then slide into the comments or making your point as early as you can. So here's your next move for the next week. Do 3 things. Write down one filler phrase that you always use. Like, I just wanted to, I'm sorry that, and ban it from your vocabulary. Right, so if you don't know what your filler phrases are, record yourself and find out. Or ask somebody who spends a lot of time with you and they will tell you very quickly. But you need to identify your filler phrases and start eliminating them one by one. Then your next move is you're going to record yourself saying one strong statement every day. And then you listen back to it. I say again, isn't it fabulous that we can send ourselves voice notes on WhatsApp? So record yourself making that one strong statement every day. Listen back to it. It will train you beautifully and it will give you confidence. Then the third one. Yes, I'm aware. I just said, there. Forgive me. Lastly, practice finishing your sentences with a downward tone, not a question mark sound at the end, like I've demonstrated to you earlier on. So you're going to practice that. You can record yourself to see how you're doing, or you can just be mindful and listen to yourself very attentively when you speak. So if any of this hit home and you know you need to grow your confidence and your communication in a deeper way, that is exactly the work I do in my one-on-one coaching. I use NLP, communication strategies, and practical tools which I will tailor to your situation to stop you sounding uncertain and start sounding like a man who believes what he says. Most men work with me for about 3 to 6 sessions, and the results are super powerful. If you want to step into that, you'll find the details in the description. Here's my biblical reflection. 2 Timothy 1 verse 7 says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and self-discipline." Some translation says, a sound mind. So that's the foundation of confidence. You're not trying to manufacture authority out of thin air. You already have it. God gave you a spirit of power. When you speak with clarity and calm and strength, you're not being arrogant. You are just stepping into what's already been given to you. Fear makes you mumble and hedge and trail off, but power and self-discipline, or that sound mind, make you speak like you mean it. So the next time you open your mouth, remember, God didn't hardwire you to sound unsure. He equipped you to speak with authority and with love and discipline. So use it. That's it for today's episode of ManSpeak. If you found this helpful, please like and share and subscribe. It helps the channel grow, and I once again say thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, take care. Sien jou weer. Mooi bly.